In the crowded halls of a typical American high school, a bright and gentle-hearted teenage girl finds herself engulfed in a sea of social interactions that seem to swirl around her like an incomprehensible storm, leaving her to ponder the perplexing question of why, despite her genuine kindness and desire for companionship, she remains standing on the outskirts, unable to break through the invisible barriers that separate her from the laughter and friendships that flourish all around her. As the lunch bell rings and students filter into the cafeteria, our lonely protagonist sits at a table, the familiar ache of exclusion settling heavily on her shoulders, while around her, the animated conversations and shared laughter flow freely, a painful reminder of the warm connections that elude her grasp, prompting her to question her worthiness of friendship and the invisible barriers that keep her from experiencing the warmth of belonging in this lively world. Back in the quiet sanctuary of her room, the teenage girl opens her cherished journal, where pages overflow with confessions of her deepest desires and fears, channeling her frustrations into words as she reflects on the complexity of social bonds and the intricate dance of acceptance, while a flicker of hope ignites within her, urging her to consider that perhaps the path to friendship might begin not in waiting for others to notice her, but in stepping forward into the light of vulnerability and bravery. With a deep breath, our determined protagonist approaches the bustling sign-up table adorned with colorful flyers for various clubs, feeling a surge of courage as she considers that this simple act of participation could be the key that unlocks the door to new friendships. So she takes a leap of faith, immersing herself in the vibrant world of creativity at the first art club meeting, where she discovers that shared passions can spark genuine connections. And she begins to realize that the warmth of camaraderie is not as far out of reach as she once believed. As the art club meeting unfolds into a lively exchange of creativity and inspiration, our once lonely protagonist finds herself enveloped in an atmosphere of enthusiasm, where laughter and artistic expression intertwine, allowing her to shed her insecurities and embrace her unique perspective, finally experiencing the joy of connection as her fellow club members gather around, validating her talent and infusing her with the courage to believe that she truly belongs among them. As the days pass, our protagonist experiences the transformation of her social life, stepping out of the shadows of loneliness into the warm embrace of friendship, walking home with her newfound companions, their shared excitement empowering her spirit, while in her sanctuary of creativity, she proudly displays the fruits of her labor and the bonds she's forged, serving as a constant reminder that vulnerability can lead to the beautiful connections we